Here's a video on the tab to transients function in Pro Tools. I use this all the time as an editor. This allows you to find the tempo of your song and align your song to the grid in Pro Tools. This is really useful if you're trying to copy over choruses or other instrument parts. If you're doing DJ mixes or drops, or you want to do a really rough and dirty mix and you don't want to mess with Ableton and warping and all that and creating different scenes, this is definitely the fast way to go. So I'm just going to start by taking a song and aligning it to the grid, and then we'll get into some of the DJ drops in the next few minutes here. So here's a song I have on my timeline, and I'm just going to find the very first downbeat of the song. Let's hear it. So it's right there. I'm going to be hitting the tab key on my keyboard. You have to have this button lit up in Pro Tools. It says tab to transients. So I'm going to hit tab, and that gets me to that first transient point. And I'm going to do Command E, edit, and I'm going to select that space because I really just want the clip to start on the very first downbeat. So 1 1. And I'm also in shuffle mode, so this is going to move when I delete this. So I've selected that. I'm going to hit delete. My wave has moved over. Now let's mute the click, and let's listen to it a little bit. So there is another hit. That should be 2. I'm going to tab to that. And this time I'm going to do Command I. If you're on Windows, it would be Control I. Command I. And that should be 2 1. Now the grid has moved. So let's listen to the click and let's listen to that. It's pretty well on. So let's just skim along later on in the song and let's spot check some of these different times. Again, I'm going to hit tab to that hit, Command I, and that should be 17. Still to the grid. So we can check here. That should be on 37. Command I. 37. Let's zoom out. Spot check the very end. Tab. Command I. That should be 53. That's pretty close there. So now your whole song has been lined up to a grid. So let's say you're doing a DJ mix and you want to just do a quick bunch of drops. So let me go into my iTunes library here, and I'm just going to grab Eric B. and Rakim, and let's listen to that song. What if instead of that we wanted Eric B. and Rakim to come right in on that hit? So I'm going to tab, Command E. I'm going to cut that. I'll zoom out so you can see. There's the end of that song. Delete. Zoom into Eric B. and Rakim. Find the beat. So we want to put something right on that drum hit. Tab, right to the hit. Command E cuts it. Zoom back out. Delete the unwanted part. Obviously it's not on with the metronome. If you're a DJ and you're recording a mix at home and you make a mistake and you want to cut out some of your mistake, you can definitely use this to cut it out. I'm not going to tell you to cheat, but so let's put another song at the end of this here. So instead of that, we'll just bring another song in there. So tab, right to that drum hit, Command E. So that should be right on the downbeat. Let's bring in Souls of Mischief. So we could even do it right to the beginning there. I mean, it even works for the beginning of the song. I guess rhythmically, I trust this sometimes better than my own cutting.
Yo, what's up? This
Sometimes
is
the
Tajay of the
human way is better.
Chill.
So what if we wanted it to cut in around that? Command E. We'll delete that.